My name is Kendall Harper, and I'm a student at the University of Georgia studying Learning, Leadership, and Organization Development. I specialize in adult education, and I'm a member of the UGA equestrian team. I've grown up in the reining horse industry, and I developed sliding education for adults for my master's program applied project. The main mission of this project is to develop a program that is available to NRHA adult members and NRHA professionals. This video segment highlights tips for adult non-pro competitors that compete in the sport of reining. I developed the program so adults and professionals can share training and coaching tips they find helpful, display resources and recommendations from sponsors, learn from various adult teaching methods trainers share, exercise tips, and have access to information regarding NRHA adult events. The mission of this program is to promote adult education in the saddle and beyond. I am not here to give you riding advice. That is for the NRHA professionals to do. I'm here to help you understand how aspects of adult learning theories impact your riding and learning experiences. I also want to share a few tips and suggestions from NRHA professionals that help me conduct research for this program. There are a few adult learning theories that I want to highlight. I also share these theories with NRHA professionals and hope that they gain a better understanding of how their adult clients, that's you, represent these learning styles. The first is self-directed learning. Adults participating in reining are great examples of individuals participating in self-directed learning since they take responsibility and self-direct how something is learned. The NRHA provides opportunities for adults to continue promoting their learning strategies and provides many opportunities for the members to connect with each other. Adult non-pro competitors are motivated, willing to learn, and plan their life circumstances around their learning endeavors.
I just retired about a year and a half ago, so I've got time to do this. And when I was working all the time, I would try to work 4 days a week or whatever at my job, and then I would come out on the weekends and spend quite a bit of time on the weekends and stuff out here. And I know some people have to come on the weekends, or if you get a free time during the week, that's the best time to come out.
The second adult learning aspect, transformative learning, is a learning process of making meaning of one's experience, and adult reining riders' actions represent transformative learning. As you probably realize, adult competitors want to learn how, why, and what they must do in order to build their bond between their horse and rider connection, and how they can excel in the show pen. Most riders attend lessons regularly, and during each lesson they work on reining maneuvers, so the learning that takes place in the arena is transformative for the riders. Let's hear what a few fellow adult competitors had to say when asked why they participate in reining.
It's something I took up after I did cow horse for a while, and I've been doing it ever since, and Herm Sherwin has helped me since then. He trained a couple of my horses for me and got me started in reining.
I participate in reining because I think it's the most fun sport that you can do on the back of a horse. I enjoy the challenge of it. I think that for people that have done it for many, many years, it's still challenging every single day. That's why they continue to do it. And for people that are just beginning, it's a fun event and always keeps people on their toes.
Adult reining riders seek enjoyment, and they enjoy learning as a group, riding with a trainer, and they enjoy the friendships they build. Riders also reflect, question, and build upon the knowledge shared about each maneuver and aspect of showing their horse to the best of their ability. Transformative learning is a form of learning very much embedded in life experience, and riding horses is a life experience. Building upon that, social cognitive learning theory highlights the idea that human learning occurs in a social environment, and observing others, people acquiring knowledge, skills, strategies, and attitudes are all examples that influence social cognitive theory. When a professional demonstrates on horseback and shows a client what to do, or asks another rider to demonstrate and tells the other rider to watch what the person is doing, this is social cognitive learning. Another example of this theory is when riders observe each other and then try to mimic their training methods. These examples happen every day in the arena. Adults are very productive when learning from each other, so here is some advice from fellow adult reiners.
I would say if you're a green rider or whatever, to get a horse that is older and well trained or whatever, because that way you can learn a lot from a horse and then get a good trainer that you can communicate with and work with him and follow his lead on how to ride the horse and all that. But if you're a green rider, I would start out with an older horse that knows how to do everything, and you don't have to train on it as much.
For adults that want to start reining or that are already in the reining, I think it's important for them to learn the rule book and learn the patterns, and so that way when they do get a chance to compete on their horse or to go and practice with their trainers, they already are familiar with the maneuvers and what's expected of them and how they're going to be judged.
Motivation has a direct correlation to adult education and learning. Motivation is this drive and energy we put in to accomplish something we want to do. Adult equestrian riders are highly motivated and eager to learn. You all wouldn't still be riding if you weren't. Understanding your own motivation and factors that influence your drive can serve as valuable information that influences the effectiveness and helpfulness of any recommendations and suggestions you utilize as a rider. When I conducted my needs analysis and recorded what adult riders would like to gain from this resource, mental preparation was a popular request. I have a few mental preparation tips to share with you that have helped guide me through my years showing and collegiate riding. My first tip is to trust the process and trust the preparation and time you spend at home in the saddle and working with a professional during lessons. You work hard to be able to go to horse shows, and the time you spend practicing does prepare you to go show. My second tip is to visualize your perfect pattern. When you go to a new showgrounds or practice arena, visualize yourself riding in that arena and thinking about what it's going to take for you to have your best ride. Visualizing and thinking about your job at hand will help you feel more prepared and confident when you walk into the show pen. My last mental preparation tip is to control the controllables. You cannot control the weather, trainers making smart comments, or even the judge's opinion, but you can control your attitude, schedule of the day to make sure you are ready and warmed up before your class, and you can prevent most penalties throughout your ride. There are many other controllable and uncontrollables that we're faced with on a daily basis in the equestrian world, but it's important to always remember to control what you can and don't let the factors you can't control distract you. As an adult learning competitor, you represent and display qualities of all the learning theories I mentioned. Before I end, I want to discuss a new teaching tool that can benefit your communication with your trainer. Utilizing a headset speaker system allows a trainer to watch a rider from the comfort of wherever they choose and speak in a regular tone to the rider, and the rider can hear the message and instructions as if the trainer was riding in the saddle with them. The rider can also communicate with the trainer so they can ask questions during the lesson. This invention helps save and prevent a lot of frustration of communication between trainer and riders. It also helps save time during lessons and helps with timing of riding maneuvers and instructions. Herm Sherwin just started incorporating the headsets into his training program, and he speaks very highly of them.
It makes it easier for me to communicate with them in real time because I can sit there and softly talk like I am sitting right on the horse with them. And so instead of waiting for them to come around where they can hear me or yelling across the arena, we can just quietly talk about it as it's actually happening. So I think it makes it easier for them to learn.
I hope the knowledge you gain from this video will benefit you in your next lesson, and it helps you better understand how you learn and are motivated. If you have any great success stories or examples of yourself demonstrating aspects of the adult education theories, please share them with us. This resource is designed for the reining community, and everyone would love to learn from each other.